Hey everybody, this is Fixing Things. I'm Pastor Bill, and in 2 weeks the garage is going up for the shop. What does that mean? Well, that means I still got some work to do. I got to take all the forms off of this thing, and not only that, they let me know that there's an awning that's coming off the side. I got to get that ground has to be level, and it's almost 2 feet of nothingness on this one side. So, and they said that they want the ground to be level with the pad, which was not what they originally told me. Originally, the people who the original salesman said it doesn't have to be level, just has to be straight, and they put anchors on the ground for that, and it passed the building code when I submitted the plans. But now they say they want it level. So instead of making it level, I'm going to put some piers in those spots. So I'll show you what I got going here. So over there where the barrel is, so right over here where the barrel is about where the pier needs to be. And the concrete is, well, if you can see the string hanging off the line, that's 18 inches. That's even a little bit further down. So I'm going to run a string line on the back side of the form, on front side of the form, to get my center of my column that's going to be right there. And then I'm going to dig me a hole, and then we're going to put a round 12-inch sonotube in there, and we're going to fill it up with concrete. We're going to cut the sonotube off with the flush with the deck, and continue until we get up to ground level on the other side. So let's get with it. It's going to be a lot of work. It's supposed to be 91 degrees today. And I don't feel like being out here all day long in the hot sun. I want to be doing some other stuff, maybe like sipping some ice cold water or something like that by the end of the day, and not be out here in the middle of the heat. Not only that, I got to get back to some of these other projects that I've been telling you about. I got to get to the Mehall truck. I got to get on my wife's car. The Chevy Blazer's done. I got to get that sold. And I think we still got some work to the General Lee we got to do. But let's get on this. I took off the corner bracket that was here. I used the same screw in one of my short truce string lines. I put a screw in, there it is, approximately midway down. We're going to run this string line out so I get my squareness. I also got to cut a lot of these tree branch thingies down. And that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, you can't see because my tail's in the way. I'll take my other grade stick. All right. Guess I better get some tools. How can a man work without his tools? All right, got me a few tools. I'm gonna cut this old string line out of here because the old string line was for setting the forms. The new string line is for setting the sonotubes. Put my trusty S-wing hammer right there. Real carpenters use S-wing. How do I know that? Because I used to build houses. So we're gonna pull this thing kind of L-tightish. Let me change the L-zoomish. So what I'm gonna do is line the string up with the slab. I'm putting the stake out past where the sonotube goes. Some hard ground I gotta dig in. Now we're gonna move that line up towards level with the slab, and that'll give me the height of my first sonotube. And then we need to do the same. We're gonna go ahead and finish this one all together. Get it in there, pour the concrete. It rained last night. I covered up my bags of concrete. The paper still seems damp. I know they got plastic in them, but I want to go ahead and get that stuff in the ground. Now if I can get back up. Okay. So that string line is the same representation of the back of the slab. So I pulled the tape measure off the edge of the foundation, 12 feet. That's going to be the center of my sonotube for my column. And now we have to dig some holes. I know some of y'all out there are thinking, wow, Pastor Bill, you're an old man. I'm slow blinking. Mosquitoes biting me. Well, there's secrets to digging a proper hole, because you can't dig a proper hole. Well, let's back the truck up. A wise man from TV said, you can't dig a hole without proper hole digging tools. That was Mr. Foghorn Leghorn. I'm going to show you a secret. Don't you tell nobody. The shovel manufacturers got your name on them. They see you coming. I'm going to tell you why. The El Cheapo shovels that you've been buying for Harry Homeowner are anti-hole digging shovels. Let me say that again. Anti-hole digging shovels. And then you have the proper hole digging shovels. So this here is a proper hole digging shovel. And you can tell the proper hole digging shovel because the lip goes towards the face of the shovel. If your lip comes backwards, that's an anti-hole digging shovel, because as the shovel goes into the ground, it's like hitting a brake. Anti-hole digging shovel. You're fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. Proper hole digging tools. Foghorn Leghorn. That was a wise person. Not only that, you got to have one of these giant nails from the giants. The giants knew how to make nails back in the day. No, this is not a nail. This is a 10-pound thingamajig. Hole digging tool. I got 3 of them from back in the day when I used to do a lot of decks. One of them's bent from putting a track on a Mini X, but they still work great. I also had to put my gloves on because my hands are getting tore up. So I already pulled over my 12 feet mark. I got it marked off, and I'm gonna start digging a hole here with the proper hole digging tools. That ground's hard. So we're gonna soften it into submission. So the string line represents the center of my column. Now you take your proper shovel. Oh, and it goes right in the ground, just so easy. I'm gonna save a little bit of that dirt. Oh, nice big fat worm. Save a little bit of dirt. Might have to put it around my sonotube to hold it up straight. There's an El Ruto. Oh, look at that. That El Ruto ain't nothing for this. Ain't got nothing on me. Oh man. I'm lucky. Most of my ground out here is sandy loam. Gets good compaction when it has something to back it up on the sides, and it's easy digging. Excellent drainage. All right, I'm gonna finish digging this hole. So this here piece of thingy is what's called a sonotube. This is a 12-inch variety, and you see my string line is up against it. And it's got a lot of tension on it. Right where that line is, I need to put a Sharpie mark, and we'll cut it off. We'll come back over and stick it in the hole. All right, we cut the sonotube square as possible.
slide it down into the hole.
I'll put a level on it, but that's perfect with the slab. 7 more to do. Let's fill this thing with concrete. All right, this is the 2.5 bags. Looks like it's going to take 4 bags for this one. But between each pour, you want to mix it. It gets all the air bubbles out. Makes the concrete nice and hardish. All right, I got the sonotube on that end filled up, and now we're gonna work on the footer on this one. And then we can run a line this way and get the level. That one there is gonna set up. It's gonna be hard. This one here is, I got the string started 12 feet to the center of the slab, and it comes out 12 feet. So I'm raised off the edge 2 inches. I'm 1.5 inches here. So that means I gotta have a minimum of a 1/2 inch below grade to be right. But I'm gonna we're gonna double check it anyways. So let me start digging this one. Gotta have the proper hole digging tools. Oh my goodness. This piece of wood right here is my 12-foot mark. Oh, horsefly. Daggone, that thing got me. Whew. Sure was a lot easier on the other side. I say, listen, son, you can't dig no hole if you have the proper hole digging tools.
biting me. That drew blood. What the hell? What kind of bug does that? Got you. I have to go put some kerosene on my legs. Keep the horseflies away. See, if I had Marshall C. Wabash out here, the horseflies would like him better than me. For some reason, last time we were out here, they were getting him, they weren't getting me. That's not the reason why I have him help. He's a good help. He's a good friend. It's good to have real friends. All right, now that I got my two ends, got them leveled up, I run a string line from one end to the other, and that's going to give me my elevation all the way through. So we got a 30-foot span here. I hear something over in the woods over there. A 30-foot span, right? And each column is 5 foot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, that's 6. Right? I got 2 done. That leaves 4 more to do. So I got 4 to get in the ground here. 4, 5, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, this is my first hole. I already started it. Used my giant digging rod pole nail thingy that Foghorn Leghorn says we must use because it's the proper hole digging tools. And we're going to put another sonotube right here. So we're going to dig this about 18 inches deep for the frost. All right, we'll try a test fitting of the sonotube. You want the sonotube to fit snug. Perfect. Get my L Sharpio. Hopefully it's not hitting my tripod. X the side we're keeping. Now I'm going to go cut it. Then we're going to mix some more concrete. That's in there tight. When I set that, I want that to come right up where the line just barely skims over the top. So we marked it, put an X on the side we're keeping. Now I'm going to take it over to the skill saw. Whew. All right, I got it all done. I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's not no secret on how the Lord works. I purchased 80 pounds too short of concrete to fill all my holes. Exactly 80 pounds short. You know what I had in my shed left over from last year? One 80-pound bag. Man, them flies. You did. One 80-pound bag of Sakrete, high strength. Let's show you what I got done here. I'm exhausted. So this one here is slightly below grade because it's higher than the grade of the foundation. This one here is exactly on grade. This one here is a little over grade. And then we get going, going. And there's another fly on my head till we get to the last one. That was a lot of work. That one there took quite a few bags of concrete right here. So it's just as deep as it is above the ground there. Look at that horsefly. That thing's got Marshall P.C. Wallbash's name written on it. That was the guy that was stinging him week before last. Let's see here. That's a lot of work. All right, so that's it for this episode. I'm beat. I'm tired. It's like 91 degrees out here in the shade. Not as hot as that was the day me and PC Wabash poured that slab, which I still got some fixing to do with this fixing things. Some of the fixing things is me fixing things that I messed up, but that's okay. I mean, the Lord blesses me, just like He blessed me with that last bag of 80-pound concrete. It was exactly, I didn't need any more, I didn't have any extra. It was perfect for that last hole. Smoothed it out, we're good. All my string line is exactly perfect. Perfectamente. I'm beat. I'm going to clean up my tools. I'm going inside. Remember this. This is scripture. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I live by that. It's the God's honest truth. If you're having problems in your life, trust in the Lord. Lay everything else aside. Put everything else away. Everything else is wood, hay, and stubble. Trust in God. Because, matter of fact, you need to trust in Jesus Christ, because He is the Lord. God bless each and every one of you. Hey, look at them piers over there. Yes. It's looking good.